begin? Pong 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 pong. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into it. There is a situation with True Geordie and Andrew Tate. Okay, the Tate guy. Okay, I don't follow them too much, but it's been in the headlines, being cancelled by Twitter or all these social media platforms, something like that. That's how it's really come to my attention. Although I was aware of him before, that's really why he's in the headlines the most just now, because Andrew Tate has been cancelled. True Geordie, he's in the headlines right now because more so than normal, because of his interview with what's his name, Tyson Luke Fury. Okay, that kind of blew up. But anyway, he's blown up. True Geordie's blown up again. And this time it's in relation to comments he made directed at Andrew Tate, and with kind of religious overtones or undertones, which have turned out to be overtones. You see, Andrew Tate has apparently converted to Islam, and it seems, True Geordie, I think the thrust of his argument was that it seems somewhat paradoxical that a man who I've seen present himself, or has presented himself as a pimp, and some say, well, let's just stay with that one, is a man who some see as a misogynist, something of a misogynist, is now presenting himself as a religious man. I think that's the thrust of True Geordie's argument. Andrew Tate has come out with a vociferous response to something that True Geordie said, which had religious undertones, overtones, and the latest bit of news is that as a result of all that, and I'm going to play you some clips, as a result of all that, True Geordie has been dropped by Gymshark. Gymshark is a major gym wear brand, and they've dropped him. I thought there was an article there, but I can't see a damn thing. We will come back to that in a second. First of all, let's hear what. Should we go with what? Let's go with what Andrew Tate said. Then we'll go to the comment or the statement by True Geordie. So let's try and get through this.
And now, after me converting to Islam, he made a piece.
Okay, so True Geordie is Andrew Tate is confirming that he has converted to Islam. Okay, something True Geordie found difficult to believe, and in fairness, a lot of people have found a bit of a surprising move. But let us continue. Okay, let's go.
After me converting to Islam, he made a piece on one of his podcasts saying that I'm not true in my conversion, and then insulted all Muslims.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that's a big statement there from Andrew Tate, so it's only fair that we give True Geordie, we listen to what True Geordie actually said.
I made a joke in questioning that newfound faith of his,
Okay, the conversion, the newfound faith, the conversion.
Being that he comes at a time when he needs as many supporters as he can get.
Okay, so True Geordie says that the conversion of Andrew Tate comes at a time when he needs as many new, what did he say? New, what?
You know,
what?
Given some of his previous statements that absolutely contradict what a lot of Islam is about.
Well, okay. Well, that's fair enough. Andrew Tate is a controversial character, and I'm pretty sure I've seen him on a live show, on a podcast, proclaiming himself to be a pimp. I'm pretty sure I've heard him say things along those lines subsequently. But let us continue.
I definitely didn't believe a lot of what I was hearing from the internet.
Yeah, it was a surprise to me. It was a surprise to many. Let us continue.
You know, I made a joke in questioning that newfound faith of his.
The newfound faith, of course, being Islam.
That conveniently comes at a time when he needs as many supporters as he can get.
Obviously, I think True Geordie is referring to the fact that Andrew Tate, as I previously mentioned, has been cancelled across social media. That's my understanding. Why? Is there one specific reason? No, I don't think there is one specific reason. I think it's as a whole. He's seen as somewhat, he seems a man who I think misogynist is too strong a word, but some people see him as a man who's championing men at a time when championing men is not particularly PC. Let us continue. Others may see him as somewhat of a misogynist, although I don't think that would be accurate either. Let us continue.
It was a stupid joke. As much as I don't want to repeat the joke, I think it's only right so that people.
Okay, it was a stupid joke. I haven't heard the joke. I didn't hear the joke. I may have heard the joke being alluded to, but I haven't actually heard the joke, so it would be good.
Will have context you don't understand.
To hear the joke, to have some kind of, and perhaps some kind of context. So, True Geordie, are you ready for the joke? Am I ready for the joke? I'm not sure I'm ready for the joke, but let's go.
I said if he really wants to prove he's a Muslim, he should blow himself up.
Mm-hmm.
OMG. That was a tad strong. Oh dear.
True in my conversion, and then insulted all Muslims.
Jeez. Okay.
A suicide bomber or something like that.
Oh, Lord.
Now, when I say that out loud, when I'm aware of it, fucking horrendous, you know.
Jeez, please, the language. There's children in the room. We're a mixed company.
Then the Muslims blow themselves up, and I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making fucking racist comments about it.
Okay, well, this is where it gets a little bit squirrely, as the Americans say. This is where it gets a little bit squirrely because he said, you should blow yourself up. I don't think he said that.
Then the Muslims blow themselves up.
I don't think he said that. Did he allude to that? I think yes, he did allude to that. He said, you should do so.
All Muslims.
You should do so. That's what he said.
Then the Muslims blow themselves up.
He didn't say that. He maybe alluded to that. Maybe you could take that as an inference from what he said, but he didn't actually say that.
And insulted all Muslims. Then the Muslims blow themselves up.
He didn't actually say that, though, did he? Although he may have inferred that. Okay. So, but it ain't good.
It was one of those off-the-cuff remarks that I made with a total lack of thought, and I used an unrealistic stereotype.
Well, you used a stereotype. I mean, stereotypes. Unrealistic. Is that the word? You used a stereotype.
And I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making.
You see, don't do that. Don't. Pardon the pun. Don't blow it up. Is Andrew Tate blowing this thing out of proportion? Another pun. OMG.
Blow themselves up. And I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making.
He didn't say everybody should blow themselves up. He said you should blow yourself up.
And I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making.
Not all. Just you. That's what he said. Don't get it twisted. Don't. I was going to say check the ballistics, but perhaps that would be unfortunate.
To take aim at someone who seriously dislikes me.
Taking aim, check the ballistics. OMG. Okay, so I think you get the gist now. So True Geordie, or is this? So True Geordie. What's happened now is that, hold on, I can't get all of this in. Blogger True Geordie dropped by Gymshark after Islamophobic comments. Islamophobic. Okay, so fitness apparel company Gymshark has ended its relationship with UK YouTuber True Geordie after controversy surrounding the online personality using discriminatory and Islamophobic. Well, it's not comments. It's a comment. As far as I'm aware, I am aware. A comment. So okay, on Monday the 7th of November, drama erupted as True Geordie, real name Brian Davis, was accused of Islamophobic comments after making a joke about controversial social media personality Andrew Tate. Okay, so during an online video, True Geordie was recorded saying Tate, a Muslim, should do the right thing, with an implication that the divisive social media star should blow himself up as suggested in a prior comment. Okay, so maybe it was a series of comments after all. Okay, so where are we? So what's this? Oh, that headline's got nothing to do with the piece. Okay, so these comments immediately started to go viral and were picked up across TikTok, Twitter, and further afield, eventually being heard by Tate himself. Following the online controversy, Tate was quick to respond to True Geordie in an explosive rant. In his own video, Tate saying, after me converting to Islam, he made a piece on one of his podcasts. Yeah, we just listened to that piece, making racist comments about him. Racist comments. Racist? Is it racist to make a comment about a religion? I don't know. I don't get that. Making comments about a religion. As if it's somehow funny. Making comments about a religion or a person who's converted to a religion. Newly converted. Okay, I think that's more accurate. Let me tell you something, my friend. True Geordie, if you're watching this, this is a message directly to you. To insult my religion. To insult my religion and the religion of billions of people across the planet. To me, you're talking about billions of people across the planet. To me, that's irrelevant. Because if it was a religion of just, say, one person or two persons or 10 persons, it's not how many people. It doesn't become more important because more people are involved. In my book, it's a question of the principle. Does the person believe? You're insulting a person who's a believer of a religion. The numbers involved are, quite frankly, irrelevant to me. But anyway, let us continue. Making an ignorant joke. Yeah, now that's pertinent. That's relevant. Making an ignorant joke. Yes, that's pertinent and relevant. About blowing ourselves up, thinking it's going to go without. Well, first of all, can we acknowledge that it's the only religion that is known where people will actually do that? So, in order for something to be a joke, it actually has to have some bearing in fact. It has to have some root in fact. So the fact of the matter is that it is the only religion that we're aware of where people will do that, will literally blow themselves up. So I think that's the root of it. We can't escape that that's the root of it. But it was still ignorant, and the reason it was ignorant is because that is not the majority. It's a tiny fraction of people, even of that religion, that would seriously contemplate doing so. So that's what makes it ignorant. Thinking it's going to go without consequences. Well, there you go again. You don't help yourself there, because that falls into the strapping stuff on yourself and blowing yourself up. Go without consequence, and the finger wagging. Oh, you're gonna get you for that. That goes towards the vengeance talk, which does you no favors. Thinking it's going to go without consequence. You're going to learn very quickly, my friend, that was a mistake. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? You know what I'm saying? Is that a threat? Because if it was a joke and a bad joke, well, you can say so. But it's this undertone, this finger wagging undertone. This, is that in any way? Is that last statement in any way relating or pertaining to some kind of threat? If so, then that kind of flies in the face of of your rebuttal. Because if you're threatening somebody who made a joke of violence, that you join a religion that has a propensity towards violence, irrational violence, and if you are then now threatening someone, then does that not contradict your counter argument and does it not add weight to the original joke, the original premise of the original joke? As unfortunate as the joke was, so it's this undertone of consequences, that finger wagging, the consequence. Oh, you're in for it now, which I find unfortunate. But let's get back on track. This was met very swiftly with an apology from True Geordie, who said it was an idiotic joke at the expense of someone who seriously dislikes me. So it was an idiotic joke directed at, if you don't mind me helping True Geordie with this statement, it was an idiotic joke directed at someone who seriously dislikes me. It may be at the expense of True Geordie himself, rather than the expense of Andrew Tate. Okay, so then the next move was that on Tuesday, November the 8th, Gymshark put out a statement. It's an English gym brand. Put out a statement distancing themselves from True Geordie and ending their working relationship. My, oh my. Okay, so the statement from Gymshark reads, "We do not condone racism, discrimination, or Islamophobia." I don't get this racism bit. What was the racist element? Andrew Tate is, I think he's white and black, is he not? His mother being an English woman, and his father being a black American, as I understand it. So what's the race? I don't think it's a racial element unless I'm missing something. I think it's a religious element. Where somebody help me with the race, where racism comes into this. I don't think there is a race element. Is there? Help me out, folks. So we do not condone racism, discrimination, or Islamophobia in any form. We do not agree with the comments made by Brian, aka True Geordie, and we have suspended our relationship with him indefinitely, effective immediately. My, OMG. Okay. He calls Andrew Tate Mr. Potato Head. I don't know why. Is it the shape? Is that the shape of a King Edward? Goodness gracious. Okay. So let's see if True Geordie expands further on this.
Obviously, I don't believe that's what Muslims actually do, and I don't actually want Mr. Potato Head to die, as much as I don't really like him.
Okay, so doesn't want him to die, doesn't believe that that's a thing that the vast majority of Muslims do. Let's hear from Andrew Tate.
Fucking racist comment about an entire religion. That's it.
A racist comment about a religion. I'm still not getting this race. How there's a race element to this? Please, people, if I'm missing something, where is there a race element to this? Please let me know. Islam is not a race. It's a religion which any person of any race can practice. So I don't understand the race element here.
That's somehow funny. Let me tell you something, my friend. And if True Geordie, if you're watching this is a message directly to you.
Okay, this is the threat element, I think, which I didn't particularly like, but let's hear it.
There are certain times in life you need to know when to shut the fuck up.
That is true, but I don't like the swearing. I'm gonna have to edit that shizzle out. Damn it!
There are certain things which are not funny. Certain things that are not beyond reprisal. You don't sit and
reprisal. You see, now there you go again, the violent element here. You're advertising the wrong damn thing. You know, reprisal. You're talking about reprisals now.
Insult a man's religion, just like you don't insult a man's entire company and people.
Well, you can insult a man's religion, can't you? You can have objections. You can have criticisms. Yes, you can. You can have objections and criticisms. You can say why you don't like a thing. So I disagree with Tate there. Did True Geordie? I'm not going to continue with this statement from Tate because I think it's gonna lead into more 4-letter words, which I'm gonna have to spend time editing out, and I don't got the time for that. But yeah, I disagree with him. You can disagree with anything, be it a religion, be it with a food, a flavor, whatever. You can disagree with anything, a philosophy, whatever you can disagree with. What True Geordie did was unfortunate. Oh, where is he? Let's get him back on screen. Well, it's unfortunate. It was in poor taste. But all this talk of reprisal, this consequence that we're going to get you this, I think it's that also is in poor taste and does you no good whatsoever, Mr. Andrew Tate, and does the religion a disservice. You know what I'm saying? It smacks back to the original joke, one of violence that you're disagreeing with, but yet you come back on the other hand with words like reprisal, consequences, and obscenities. And I think you do yourself a disservice when you do that. So yes, I agree. It was unfortunate from True Geordie, but I don't like the tone of the response either. So both parties need to look into themselves. As for the Gymshark dropping True Geordie, that's an interesting move. I understand that. It's a corporate move, pretty standard corporate maneuver. I think tattoos are forbidden in Islam. So I don't know if I think I'm correct in saying that. So I don't know if Andrew Tate will be looking to have these things laser removed. I don't know if it's painful. I guess it might sting, but I'm sure he can take it. Okay, so True Geordie makes a statement. Andrew Tate responds with threats of reprisals, and Gymshark withdraw their support. So what say you? Have your say. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'm out.